So, to understand the difference between the fluid and solid, we have these few figures, because in nature the substance or matter can exist in three forms, that is solid, liquid and gaseous form. So, if you observe this figure, this is figure number 1. In this figure we have molecules which are closely packed. Now, this is a figure for solid where molecules are closely packed, so they can take a definite shape. Now, in second figure we have molecules which are not that much closely packed. Now, this is the molecular structure of a liquid. Now, in third figure we have the molecules which are randomly moving here and there. They are not closely packed and their intermolecular attraction is very less in comparison to previous these two figures, and this is termed as gaseous. So, in case of gases the molecules can move freely. In case of liquids they can move relatively free, but not that much free as in case of air. So, in case of liquid, if you observe these two figures, in these two figures, in first figure whenever we pour water or liquid in container, then the liquid takes the shape of the container, and depending on volume, let us say it is filled up to this much height. So, this forms a free surface. This is a free surface between liquid and say gas. In this case we have air here. So, liquid have tendency to form a free surface, but in this case where we have a same container which is being filled with the help of gas. Now, since in case of gas molecules are free to move, so they will fill this volume along with wherever these molecules can go, they will keep moving. So, gases do not form a free surface in comparison to liquid. So, in case of liquid and gases, this is the main difference, that liquid form a free surface, but gases do not form the free surface. To understand further the phenomena at the microscopic level and macroscopic level, now we have a third figure. In this figure we have a container which is filled with some kind of gas, and gas we all know that it is consisting of number of molecules. These molecules are moving here and there, they are striking the wall, and because of this striking there is a momentum exchange. Because of the momentum exchange, we all know that according to Newton's second law of motion, rate of change of momentum creates a force. That force per unit area is known as the pressure. Now, this pressure is being measured with the help of some pressure gauge here. So, with the help of this microscopic point of view, we can say that what is pressure? This pressure is the average effect of these molecules on the wall, and because of the interaction of the molecules at the wall, there is a rate of change of momentum at this wall opening where we are fitting a pressure gauge, and because of that this pressure is being measured with the help of this device. So, we can understand that how the motion molecules creates pressure. Now, after studying the molecular structure, we will try to understand what do we mean by fluid, what is the difference between the solid and the fluid in terms of the fluid mechanics. So, here we have a figure in which we have a lower plate, this lower plate which is, let us say it is fixed, and then we have a upper plate. This upper plate is moving in this forward direction by applying a force, let us say of magnitude F. This F force is applied at the upper plate. Because of that, this upper plate starts moving with velocity v. So, this force at the upper plate divided by the tangential area is known as a shear stress. Lower plate is kept fixed. In between these two plates we have a fluid. Now, we know that fluid can't resist shear stress. That means that when f was 0 and this was the position of the fluid 0, 1, 1 dash at any instant, when we started applying force F, because of that the upper plate starts moving with velocity v in steady state condition. In that case, what happens to this line O 1, 1 dash? At different time it takes this position O 2, 2 dash, O 3, 3 dash, O 4, 4 dash, and similarly it will keep deforming. In this manner, we can say that under the application of shear stress, the fluid starts flowing in the direction of the shear stress. However, small shear stress, so fluid can't resist shear stress.